the night. How do you feel? How did the body
I feel good. Just after any football game, 15-minute quarters, 4 quarters, a little banged up, bumps and bruises and things, but nothing major.
How did it feel to see yourself plastered all over ESPN and all the shows and all that?
Look, I'm not too worried about those things. And as I told ESPN after the game, look, I'm willing and I'm ready to do whatever it takes to get the win. And hey, if ESPN wants to broadcast that, then so be it.
Are you guys going to enjoy this win for a few more days, or have you already shifted mentally to rivalry game mode?
No, we've shifted. It's done. Texas was a great win. We have a lot of good things to build off, but we have a lot of things that we need to fix too. And the leadership of the team, everybody is now focused on Utah. There's nothing to hang our hat on. We had a good game, and we're going to build off that. But our focus is now Utah, and we need to get a win.
What are the specific things you need to fix?
We need to be more efficient in the pass game offensively, and I think that's the biggest thing right now. I expect to see a lot of cover 1, a lot of cover 0, them loading the box, and good for us because that means they're going to put guys like Cody and Skyler in one-on-one coverage. So we'll take that all day.
You've probably got a pretty big target on your back right about now with all the rushing yards you have. How important is it to get the passing game going and make this a more complete offense?
Yeah, it's huge. Anytime you're one-dimensional, somebody can focus on that and really stop that. So, that's going to be the focus, and we're going to get that up to where it needs to be, and we're confident in that, and we'll be fine.
Do you like having the 2 weeks, or after a game like that, do you want to get right back out there as quick as you can?
I'm antsy to get back out there, but it'll be nice for our team. We have a few guys banged up, nothing major, but it'll be good to have a week off and give us additional time. I mean, today was Utah. We're not using this as time to get some other guys ready to go. We're using it to get ready.
You obviously want to get your completion percentage up. What do you do? What can you do to become more accurate, I guess?
Yeah. I think it works on both ends. I obviously need to put the ball in places where my receivers can catch it, but we need to be on the same page as well. So, there's time that needs to be spent in the film room. There's time that needs to be spent watching film of, the University of Utah, how their corners are going to play us, and so we can adjust and we're on the same page. So we're going to get there. We know what we need to do, and that's our focus.
Can you talk, Jason, just about the tight ends haven't caught a lot of passes so far, but they seem to have played a big role doing other things. Just talk about that unit, what they've been doing.
Yeah, I think and I feel confident speaking for the team, the offense, that we are here ready and willing to do whatever it takes to win a football game. And if you don't believe it, go watch the film. You look at a guy like Cody Hoffman, who is an unbelievable receiver, and watch the way he blocked downfield versus Texas, and which allowed us to rush for as many yards as we did. And you talk to receiver, they want to catch the ball. They don't get excited to go block downfield, but that's what they're doing, and that's what we're going to do. That's our mindset, and we're going to do what it takes.
Jason, it's pretty rare that an offensive line gets changed around so much as it did prior to such a big game. Talk about the performance of your offensive line and just the overall, just how they played overall.
Yeah, it's all the credit, all the hype that was mentioned earlier that I was receiving goes to those guys. So they open up the holes. They deserve the praise, and then you start to factor in the game that Jamal had against Virginia and how hard he runs. You add in the focus that a team needs to focus on a guy like Jamal, and then you start talking about how our line blocked and came off the ball. Man, I was just I had the easy part to run, so it worked out really well.
Coach has mentioned that before the season you were going to be sliding a lot more, going out of bounds. How's it worked out for you?
I sense a little sarcasm in that question. Look, I feel fine. My body's fine, and there were a couple times where we call it diving in the cave, where I wasn't hook sliding feet first, but for me it's easier to fall forward, and I felt like I was able to effectively do that various times versus Texas, and after watching the film, there are times that I needed to do it more, and it's a continued process. I'm there to fight for every yard that I can, but I realize that I need to be better.
For the first time in a long time, players are being very vocal about how much this Utah game means. What, as a team, what does this rivalry game mean to you guys this season?
Yeah, it's huge. I was obviously a part of the team last year that lost, and that's something that I never want to feel again. So that's a driving motivation for me, and I also realize that this is the last time that I'm going to be or have an opportunity to beat those guys. So my mentality is different going into a game like this, and I know it's a rivalry game. Guys are going to get hyped. Guys are going to play hard, and we're going to come out, do our best to come out and do what we did last week.